It's Friday, and on my channel, you know what that means? Firearm Friday. And what firearm we're looking at today is this big, giant detachable box magazine fed 12 gauge shotgun from a mysterious factory in China, these were imported through DDI in Knoxville, which I don't think they still are, because I'm not positive that DDI still exists in this current form, and brought to you in from several different retailers. This guy I got from Centerfire Systems, and the coolest part about this thing, this big, giant, ridiculous thing that's too big to keep in frame, is the price. How much would you pay for a 12 gauge semi-automatic box magazine fed shotgun? This is less than that. This costs $139. That's right. This thing costs less than a very inexpensive Echo 1 plastic bodied airsoft gun. It costs less than some of my ammo purchases for some of my other guns. It costs less than, frankly, than the primary arms. Actually costs exactly the same as the primary arms optic that I looked at a little bit earlier this week. It is cheap. And, well, before we dive into it too much, it is cheap. It's pretty cheaply made. It's got some rough edges. The thing comes packed in probably, you know, 1.5 gallons of Cosmoline. So if you purchase one of these, and there's going to be a link below if you want to purchase one of these, know that you are going to be spending about 2 hours, most likely, cleaning all of the Cosmoline out of it, because it is gross. Just super, super nasty. As to the shotgun itself, it's heavy. It has a 24-inch barrel, I believe, if I recall correctly. It is very, very rough around the edges. You can just look in this vent rib up here and just see just rough machine work throughout. The finish is crap. The furniture is all brown wood, and no matter how much you soak it and you let the heat get that Cosmoline out, it's still there. Stuff doesn't line up great on the butt. You've got these edges. But you have a $140 semi-automatic shotgun. You really got to weigh the pros and cons if you're interested in something like this. Now, these have been available for years. They were manufactured in the 1990s to early 2000s, I believe. Originally, Norinco was making these in China, and then a couple of other factories that weren't Norinco were making them, and probably still Norinco, just not under the Norinco name. But depending on how we feel about Chinese firearms, these things are either totally cool to come in, or they stopped getting imported into the States, but they're back. They've been in a warehouse somewhere, and here they are. Once you clean it up, the action cycles surprisingly smooth. There's no bolt catch or anything like that. The trigger pull on it is not terrible. It's just heavy, it stacks a tiny bit, but it's predictable. I mean, this is a field shotgun. This isn't exactly a precision rifle. If I recall correctly, my measurements make it look like it has just a cylinder bore. There's no choke. It's not threaded for any chokes at all. And the magazines are not compatible with anything else. Magazines hold 3 rounds unless you get the optional 5-rounder, which hold for 1 second, because the 5-rounder looks absolutely amazingly ridiculous in this thing, and you have to see it. So, 3-rounder, 5-rounder. The 5-rounders are a little tight to get in and out of the gun. There you go. It sticks out ridiculously far. Definitely adds some weight to it as well, and magazine changes with that are tight, a little rough. You got to kind of wiggle them out. The 3-rounders, of which the shotgun comes with 2, are much smoother to get in and out. So this thing's going to become a custom project, obviously, as most of my firearms do. Never happy leaving anything stock for too long. Gonna be doing some pretty crazy things with this because it isn't compatible with anything, really. Everything is kind of custom. And gonna be doing a lot of range testing with this in a lot of pretty interesting ways. So stay tuned. And in the meantime, marvel at the glory that is a sub $150 Chinese semi-automatic shotgun. Thanks for watching.